Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. You made it through the weekend. And as usual, a lot of wild shit happened over the weekend. So much wild shit. I figured, well, should I save some of it for tomorrow? But I don't think so. I think the subsequent fallout from what I'm going to talk about is going to continue into tomorrow. So I could probably do a whole nother live off of what's coming off of this shit that I'm going to talk about today. So much. You ever had like a bucket you filled up too much, but you don't want that shit to splash out because once it gets to sloshing, it's hard to stop. This is my bucket of news today. It's overflowing, and we're going to get to all of it. Hello, everybody in the comment section. I see you. But first, weight management is a universal struggle. After we turn 20, the struggle becomes much harder. This is because our body's metabolism slows by as much as 4% every decade. This is why I highly recommend this amazing keto diet powder. It works to increase the level of ketones in your body without you ever needing to be on the keto diet. So you receive all the benefits of keto, including faster metabolism and weight loss without the strict diet of keto. The best thing about this is that it comes with free shipping, free VIP live health and fitness coaching for life, and a free e-report titled The Top 14 Ketogenic Foods. If you want to help support your weight loss, you'll love this product. Get up to 51% off for the next 24 hours by going to ketowithjericho.com plus free shipping and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Damn it. Uh-oh. Who popped the super chat cherry today? Ow, be gentle. Miss Pepsi Girl says, hey. What's up? Glad you're here. Glad I'm here. Glad we're here. Roddy, H.A. Kitten. Quitting time. NBTTL1. Lady Yankee Rebel. Mupples or Muples? I like Mupples. That sounds weird. Bill Simpson. Crystal Williams, Game Hinge, Patriot, Eric with the K, Jack, 666. Oh, I get it. What's up? Diesel, A Duke, Beans and Roots. How you get the beans over the Franks? AK 1776, Dirk, Matthew, Poodle, Amy, happy Monday to you too. Our Mondays are happy. Ghost, Don, everybody, I see you, Paul. Thank you very much. Don't forget, people, JerichoGreen.net, $3.99 a month. Exclusive videos. I'm going to drop 2 exclusive videos today just for the website. I'll be talking about Nancy Pelosi, who apparently thinks we're still fighting a war in Iraq, and she either forgot what hands are or she just realized she has them. And no charges for the Border Patrol agents who were accused of whipping Haitians. Stop. Oh, man. You'll only find me talking about those topics on JerichoGreen.net, $3.99 a month. Plus, my full video archive, all the cameos and guest spots I've done on other platforms, all kinds of good shit. Some upgrades coming there, too, as well. Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $ Jericho Green 1, Super Chats. You see how it's done. Got another one rolling up in here. P.O. Box, 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Yes. Just a man evaluating stuff. Thank you. He says Olympian Kim Glass attacked by homeless man, hit in the face with a metal pipe in downtown LA. Well, see, guys, we are just, in most cases, publicly educated, but I'm sure in all cases, taxpayers. That's all we are. We work, we grind, we sweat, we hand money to DC. That's all we're good for. But sometimes we have our moments. And this is one of our moments where we are smart enough to know that if you have a bunch of drug-addled / mentally ill people, if you let them loose, unmedicated or self-medicated in a lot of cases, you're going to have a lot of problems when they run into regular members of society. This is what happens. This is what happens when you allow them to roam free with little to no consequence for their actions. How long is this guy gonna serve in jail for hitting another citizen in the face with a metal pipe unprovoked? Now, if Kim Glass had just backhanded snot out of his mother's mouth, well, then Kim, you might be asking for that. But if Kim's just walking down the street, no, she does not need to be hit in the face with a metal pipe. How long is that dude going to be in there? A day, two, a few? I told you a story about a guy in a town near where I live, where I did my ride along. The dude had been out of jail for 7 hours and was pleasuring himself in the bathroom, soliciting children. Then a week later, he's able to try and rob an old lady with a razor blade. I figured jacking off in a public bathroom, hitting up kids for sex was enough to get you put away for a little while. But that's California. Then you mix their psychosis or drug addiction or both with the fact that you have a weak, neutered DA who's not going to do shit. Then word gets out. Hey, guys, do something. You pretty much short of killing somebody, you'll be out. Get that wrist slapped. That's terrible. Terrible. Poor lady. I hope she recovers. I hope there's no brain injuries or anything like that. You know, that tends to happen when you hit someone with a metal pipe in their head where they keep their brain. More super chats. Thank you very much. Wood of Zaz was WZD of Zaz. I don't want to butcher it any more than I already have. Thank you for the Hamilton. I appreciate that. Says just watched an Amala Ekpunobi short about these two little kids hitting a couple cops and cussing at them. Some douche liberal in the comments defending their behavior. Well, that's what happens when you have no consequence at home, no fear of consequence at home. Then you have kids out here talking crazy to police. I never talk crazy to police. Not because of what the police would do, but because the police would get in touch with my parents and tell them what I did. And then that's where the trouble comes in. Then that's where somebody's crying, you know, I'm restriction and it's not going to be my parents. So I didn't do shit like that. Justin Desroches, thank you. Back again from Johannes, dried out box, Massachusetts. Man, make sure you take a good shower. See if you can get a good friend of yours or a loved one to power wash your nude body to get all that off of you. Pot fried 420. Thank you, man. He says, just wanted to say, hey, man. From 916, got to get back to work. We'll watch later. Thanks for making the news funny. That's what's up, man. 916, that's Sacramento way. Thank you, man. I hope your work is quick and painless today. Thanks for taking the time out. Did we get another one? I know we got another. Hold up. There's so many coming in. Trust me, I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to keep up with them all. Don't you mind me. D-Light, thank you. Censorship really sucks. I tried to speak my mind here, and nope. Fuck Joe Biden. Yeah, but see, if you speak your mind, there's a problem. If you speak the hive mind, there's no issue. Kids can be in relationships with adults. Guys have vaginas. Girls have dicks. It's whatever. You talk that kind of shit, hey, have at it. You talk that normal, regular shit that we all know to be true. Bill Simpson, thank you. Here, Jericho. Go buy yourself a gallon of gas on your old pal, Bill. Much respect. You know what? I might be able to get a gallon of gas and an Arizona iced tea with that. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Thanks for looking out for the tank, brah. And Shane Crandall. Thank you. My friends here in Illinois keep asking me why I'm picking up and moving to Montana. It's an F around and find out state. Yeah, man, come on. Illinois compared to Montana? Just don't move near where Gavin Newsom vacations. Please don't. You don't want to be anywhere near that piece of shit. It might rub off on you. You might get some of that California on you. Ugh. You step in California, you'll never get that shit off your shoe. Never. But good for you, man. Go get some of that freedom. Go get some of that big sky state. Did I get them all? I did. I think I did. Hold on. Uh-oh. See? Right when I said it. Pick mine. Thank you very much. Says LA is a dump that is not ready for the Olympics. Oh, yeah. The Olympics are supposed to be coming through. Is it the next Olympics? But you know what? They'll do like what they did in when they did it in Brazil, when they do it in China. They'll just build something and then, keep all the gross people, all the psychos away. And they'll have the Olympics. Everything will seem fun. And people will be like, what are you talking about? LA is great. There'll be, some kind of Olympic village with the homeless people scratching at the exterior like zombies, trying to get in there and hit you in the head with a metal pipe. Hey, but they're just people down on their luck, guys. We're all just a paycheck away from homelessness. That's what they say. I'll never be a paycheck away from that. Pissing and shitting myself. No, thank you. Just a man evaluating stuff again. Thank you. Says, what do you think about the U.S. Marshals cleaning up the streets, arresting more than 1,500 criminals, 5,000 meth busts in San Diego? Great. Can we double their forces, triple their budget? Why don't we triple their forces and put them on the border? Because then that would stop a lot of these criminals from being created, because it would stop all the fentanyl flowing over the border so drug dealers can deal it. I didn't hear about that, but that's awesome. Good. Shout out to the U.S. Marshals. They're the ones doing all these busts, these child sex rings and kids being kidnapped. And, oh, man, that's just disgusting. You know what? The U.S. Marshals should, on their vehicles, they should just carry around one of them big ass. You ever see one of the big barbecue pits on a trailer? You know what I mean? Like the big one where you got to crank it like that and it raises and lowers the grill. They need to carry one of those, except no grill in it. Just have an empty base and keep it with coals in it. So when they get these people, when they make these busts, just put them in the coals. Right there on site. We caught you with the kids. We caught you with the kids in the filthy clothes locked in the basement with the rats. We caught you. We got your laptop. We know what you're doing. Why do we got to spend taxpayer money putting you through the bullshit sham of our system? Why do they got to do that? We caught you. We got you in 1080p. You're done. Put them in the rig. Put them in the coals, the pit. There we go. Put them in the pit. But what about my rights? I want my lawyer. You get no lawyer. We caught you in the house with underage kids. We got your laptop. We know what you're doing. Why burden the taxpayers further? Put them in the pit. Lisa Morgan, thank you. My first live chat. Love your show. Hashtag FJB. If that's your hashtag, Lisa, you're going to fit in just fine in this live, girlfriend. Hold on. There you go. Grand Champs Pros. Agreed. That's right, man. I think we can all agree on that. Put them in the pit. Why are you going to waste my time and tax money? Going to make them damn kids go in that courtroom and have to look at their attackers or their captors again and relive that shit. No, little kid. Don't you worry. You want to come outside? You want to pull the lever and put them in the pit too? Come on, little kid. There you go. That's right. Oh, who's screaming and crying now? Asking for their mama, saying, let me go. Here you go. Here you go, buddy. Yep, pull that lever right there. It's real easy. Just flick it. Boom. See ya in the pit. You guys tell me why we shouldn't have a pit. Somebody, huh? Why shouldn't we? Pit, keep the coals in there too, because it might be a busy day. We need them right in there. Coals got to be ready. We can't be like, oh shit, they're not ready yet. No, keep the coals ready. Okay? So, and before I get started on this live, make sure none of you guys are in here being pled. Okay? No pled today. So new week, no pled. Man, he said that. Everybody saw him say that. Anywho, what are we going to be talking about today, guys? I'll tell you what we're going to be talking about. First of all, if you look at the title, Crack is Whack, Whitney Houston. If you're old enough to remember, 10, 15 years ago, it was probably more than that, when Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown were deep in the crack. They were knee deep in that crack lifestyle, okay? And Whitney Houston was quoted as saying, crack is whack, but she was smoking crack. So that therein lies the comedy. But I chose that because it's perfect. It's apropos. Because the picture of this live is a real picture. It's not doctored. Rambling Room 20, 30 years ago. Yeah, it seems like it. Brett, crack is pled. The only kind of people that smoke crack are people who are pled. All right? That's clear. So the picture is a real picture. It's a screen grab, a screenshot, if you will, of Hunter Biden, who has got to be the wildest motherfucker ever. All right, this dude does he ever work? I haven't seen pictures of him doing anything but being naked and weighing and or smoking crack or arguing over how much he paid a hooker. But anyway, that picture is of Hunter Biden because there was a video. They said it was hacked by 4chan. Somebody's got to put this shit out there. So it's a video of him weighing out crack. That is a picture of the actual scale, and him and said hooker slash dealer slash other crack smoker in the room. She's telling him, no, it's 2.7. He's like, no, it's 2.6 without the bag, because you can't overcharge a crackhead. So the leader of the free world son, again, is caught doing something with an illicit substance. We're going to talk about that. But before we get on to the list, shout out to my man Grand Champ Pros. Thank you very much. He said, bring back a hood old stone. Hood old stone. What does that mean? Does that mean bring back some primitive form of death? If so, I'm for it. Let's go way back. Biblical times. Rocks, stones, stretching, quartering, drawing and quartering. What about that? So Hunter got his crack issues again. The old man is headed to the sand. Biden is pervertus. Our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. Hey, Macarena. All right. He's going over to beg, plead from OPEC, hoping that they squeeze a few drops of oil from their uncircumcised dicks. When we could, never mind. But anyway, he's going over there to beg for something that we have plenty of here. Perfect. Way to look strong on the world stage, Joseph. And Macy Gray apologizes. I just talked about it on Friday. She was out there saying a woman is a woman. She's saying that she was a woman and she was a little girl, and that's its own experience in itself. And you can't be a woman just because you get surgery, or you can't be a woman because you want to be. She says, I'll call you her if you want, but you are not a real woman. Fast forward 48 hours later, she apologizes. She says, being a woman is a vibe. Ladies, it's just a vibe. Hey, man, why don't you turn the music down? We're going to change the vibe. Fuck. Damn it, Macy. We all knew in the back of our heads that was a real possibility, but you hate to see it. Chris English. Jericho. Hold on. Jericho. ... The new great one. Stay awesome. Oh, man. Hold on, Chris. Great. I appreciate that. But I'm still working on it. But thank you very much for your time and your dinero, your Hamilton. Anyone wondering why I call it a Hamilton? It's because that's what's on the $10 bill is President Hamilton. Okay, Macy apologized. She caved, and you know how the saying goes, give them an inch and they'll fuck you every time, right? That's what's going to happen. Now you're their bitch, Macy. And hey, how about this, guys? Have you seen the footage of these children in San Francisco, downtown, getting off of the bus after school? If I didn't tell you that it was San Fran shithole, aka Needles and Shit, California, aka the shitty city by the bay, aka Mayor London Breed's failure, you would think that they cut footage in there from New Delhi or Bangladesh or the Sudan or something. Insert third world country here. You would not think that that is a major American city, not only a major American city, a major American city inside the state of California, which is The fifth largest economy in the world. The world, Craig. Horrifying. I'll show you when we get to that. Shit's terrible. Terrible. I wouldn't want my dog to walk through that neighborhood. Kids do. Just the man evaluating stuff. Thank you again. There's a video of Hunter FaceTime with his sister where he tells her he's going to smoke crack. Then he lights up and starts smoking crack on video. Man, well, the Biden kids have proven themselves to be as stupid, if not more stupid, than their papa. That's for sure, because he left a laptop full of it was bursting with incriminating evidence. Okay? Like a suitcase you got to sit on the zip. It was bulging with incriminating evidence. Then his sister leaves her diary inside of a halfway house that she left. Holy hell. Holy hell. He was probably teasing her. Look what I got. Look what I got. Oh, come on, honey. You know it's my favorite flavor. Why are you being a dick? Let me hit it. At least blow the smoke into the screen. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. We haven't even started the live yet, people. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be nuttier than squirrel shit. Brad Bird, thank you for the twomp. Love from Texas. Thanks, JG. Thank you, BB. I appreciate that. The great state of Texas. But that great is shrinking, which is sad to the rest of us because there are some states that we look to hold out, to keep that freedom lantern lit. And Texas is one of them. Florida, talking to you. You're going to give up DeSantis for 48 years, Florida. Accept it. But before we get into that laundry list of horse shit, you know how we start off these lives, people? These damn lives. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. That never gets old. Good gun. These are stories where guns were in the hands of good, law-abiding citizens and were used the way they should be. This one is titled, hold on, get that stupid shit out of here. 12-year-old boy fatally shoots intruder who tried to rob grandmother. You son of a bitch. Who's going to rob somebody's grandmother? There should be a special little corner in hell for people who rob grandmas. 12-year-old boy fatally shot a man who forced his way into an apartment with an accomplice in North Carolina. Goldsboro police responded to a report of a shooting on South William Street at 12:43 a.m. Who's home at 12:43 a.m.? Everybody. So you came in there to hurt somebody. Police said two masked people forced their way into the apartment, demanded money, and shot one of the residents. Linda Ellis, 73. You shot a grandma? This is another case where we can bypass the court system. We don't need the charade. You shot someone's grandma. We got grandma here with a bullet hole in him. We got you with a gun in the residence. Case closed. Throw him in the pit. Police said they found Khalil Herring, 19 of Goldsboro, in the same town, so he probably knew her, at a nearby intersection suffering from a gunshot wound. Herring and Ellis were taken to a hospital where Herring was pronounced dead. Ellis was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. Goldsboro is about 55 miles southeast of Raleigh. Evidence suggests that Herring was one of the two intruders. The second suspect has not been arrested. A police spokesperson declined to confirm the relationship between Ellis and the boy. Ellis's great niece, Chiquita Coley of Raleigh, said that the boy is Ellis's grandson. No charges are expected to be filed against the boy. Good. That is textbook good gun. You shot an old lady. How fucked up are you? You got to be at least 50% demon to shoot an old lady. The worst should come upon you for shooting an old lady. That lady probably smelled like mothballs and fresh baked cookies, and you shot her. You son of a bitch. A. Brown, thank you for the Hamilton. Does Biden/family make dealers now eligible to run for office? They must. Why not? Brian King B. Falcon. Thank you very much. He says, I live 50 minutes away from Goldsburg. Is Goldsburg a shithole? Does this kind of stuff happen often in Goldsburg? My goodness. You shot an old lady? What? Why are the people of Goldsburg not clamoring outside of the jail to get this fool dragged out so we can find a strong branch somewhere? You shot an old lady. And I know one dude's gone, but where's your accomplice? Let's track him down. He can pay for your sins. My goodness. And some of these super stickers, forgive me if I don't get to them because they don't pop up like super chats. So forgive me if I miss your super stickers, but I do appreciate them. Just like go to bag. Thank you for your super sticker. You shot an old, come on, man. We all got to agree that you got to go. I don't care what life aspirations and dreams and goals that you had, but you got to go. I'm sorry. Well, you've forfeited your human race membership. You got to go. You got to clean out your desk. It's time to go. Send them to the angels. Misanthrope 2A. That's right. If that boy, if they didn't have a gun in that home, that little boy would have got shot too. Bam Bam Bigelow says, homeboy wanted Social Security money. Probably. Then, I mean, of course, not condoning this ignorant ass behavior, but then take her Social Security money. Why you got to shoot her? You probably asked for it. She said, get the hell out of my house. And you shot her to show you mean business. Either way, you shot Sophia Petrillo. You got to go, bruh. We don't need you here. Earth checked. We have no business for you down here. No, actually, he'd be going down there. Send him out of here. Go. None the miser. You shot a golden girl. Dude, you got to go. Great minds, none the miser. Grand Champ Pro, send him to a third world country. Even better, as long as it ends with their slow, painful, agonizing death. I've always said to outsource our punishment. Yes. And find a third world country that I think pretty much all third world countries are hot, aren't they? But find one that's just brutally, relentlessly hot all the time. Give them like 2 drinks of water a day, not so they can get hydration and nourishment, just to prolong it as long as we can, to keep them alive as long as we can. Preferably maybe a tropical country with poisonous spiders and snakes and whatnot. We could throw a poisonous bite in there, maybe a little malaria. That's fun. Every retro's in now, right? Maybe get a little malaria in there. Whatever. I just want them to die in excruciating pain. Maybe a little bloated with a distended stomach or something. Make it fun. But we have to send a clear message to the ne'er-do-wells that you will be punished severely. If we're the greatest country in world history, we need to have the hardest punishment in world history. That's what I think. Exactly, Eric. Fuck prison, throw those fucks in the desert. Yeah. Why can't they die with blistered lips and 4th-degree sunburns? That sounds great. Don't we have? We got the Mojave. We got Arizona. We got a whole state that we could drop them in. Just Arizona, New Mexico, Southern California, right there. That little heat belt. Yes. Drop them right there. Just a man evaluating stuff. Thank you once again. Again. How close do you think the 2024 election will be? Trump, DeSantis versus Harris. Oh, fuck. Man, don't ever type Harris Newsom like that and not warn me. Ooh, shit. Hold on, let me get some water. I gotta wash that stomach bile back down. That was horrifying. Well, I'm of two minds when it comes to that just a man evaluating stuff, because my pre-Bidenist pervertist mind would tell me, no fucking way we would do that to ourselves as Americans, that we would elect Harris and Newsom. Harris and Newsom. I figure if I say it fast, I won't. I won't say it anymore because I can't. But I don't think we would have done that to ourselves pre-Bidenist perverters. But post-Bidenist perverters, hell yeah, that's possible. Are you kidding me? We did this to ourselves. We could definitely do that to ourselves. But my other mind tells me that a Trump DeSantis ticket would stomp a mud hole in both of their left coast asses. Horribly, historically, smash them. And if I was sitting on Santa Claus's lap, that's what I would ask for. Give me a 2024 presidential slaughter like I've never seen. I want their blood, their political blood, everywhere. I want them disemboweled. I want them disembodied. I want it to look like they just exploded. I want a political massacre. That's what I would ask for. That is what I hope for. But do we have the potential to give us the ladder of that ticket? Of course. Of course. Look what we did. Look what we got now. Look what we got now. That motherfucker said what was that shooting? The Highland. Hold on, let me get it right. So I don't want to misspeak like his dumb ass. Stoneman Douglas. He said, the resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the leader of the free world, said that the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in Florida took place in 1918. I'll say that one more time for those of you who maybe weren't in earshot. Everyone else who heard that is passed out on the floor right now with a single drop of anger blood running down like this. The leader of the free world, the resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, said that shooting took place in 1918, and he did not correct himself. Remember when Norton used to do this on the Honeymooners and he'd piss off, what's his name? Norton. Oh, anyway. Glenn Balcom. Thank you very much for the Hamilton. Appreciate that. JG, repping your tanks on the boat dock at Steel Creek Marina, Henderson, North Kakalaka. Thank you very much. Oh, how the hell did I not mention this? I got it written down, so I just didn't look at it yet. Brand new website, guys. I got a web store, an online store, mygreengear.com. I got these, the Fatherhood, one of my favorites. I got new designs on there now, ones that I didn't even have on Teespring. These are brand new. I have more coming down the pipe. Just launched it today, mygreengear.com. Clickety-clack, get to clicking. Thank you very much. So much good shit there. I wonder where my Newsom one, where it says Newsom, and the N has like the horns on it, and then the M has the devil's tail, but it's in the laundry ward already. But yeah, 1918 was a school shooting in Florida. Shit. So let's kick this shit off, shall we? So much to get to. Oh, so much to get to. Oh shit. All right. Well, let's take the first one, huh? So, and of course, And if you guys haven't seen that, go to my Instagram page at JG Talk. But you could see on the picture, the thumbnail for this, Gerald Cheek said Biden was in middle school in 1980. He was carrying his books to school like one of those leather straps with one of those little hats and his pants tucked into his socks, where you could buy a house for a nickel in Scranton. Fucking idiot. I wonder if he knew corn pop back then. But you can see, so Biden's son, Hunter Biden, the gift that keeps on giving. Could you imagine if the FBI actually, I don't know, did their job and they opened up that computer and made it public knowledge what was in it? Could you imagine what's really inside of that computer, that laptop that they just don't want to touch? So Hunter Biden, there's a video of him weighing out crack. Let me see. Let me find it. See if I can find it for you. He's weighing out crack with I've heard her called a prostitute, so we'll call her a prostitute. But let's see. I don't know why this is so hard to find. You know what? There's a video of him weighing out crack, making sure he gets the right amount of crack, she gets the right amount of crack. Because even though he's a crackhead, he wants to be fair. You know, he doesn't want to take any crap that belongs to her. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for the video because I want to show you. Boy, this is great content here, huh? Anyway, fuck it. So you can see from the picture what's going on. So he's weighing out crack. They're arguing over, no, it's 2.6, it's 2.7. No, it's 2.6 without the bag. And there's hella rocks. There must be 15, 20 rocks all over this thing. It doesn't look cheap. It's not the normal crackhead purchase, you know, where they're counting out pennies and nickels. So this is one of a laundry list of times that we've seen him with hookers, smoking crack, banging people naked, playing with his dick. Could you imagine if his last name was Trump or his last name was Kavanaugh or Thomas? If it was one of their kids, we would know everything that is on that laptop. We would know shit on there that we don't even care about. We would know everything. It would be open to the world. They would go through it with a fine-tooth comb and expose it all. They would even throw some lies in there, even though they don't have to. But because his last name is Biden, that shit is sealed. You got 4chan trying to get little bits and pieces, little nuggets out of it. Open that shit up. If they had footage of Eric Trump smoking crack, buying crack, arguing with hookers, arguing with ladies of the night, he never would have become president because they never would have sat on this fucking laptop. We would have known what was in it back in 2015, right after he came down that escalator. We would have known everything in that fucking laptop. And he never would have become president, just like Biden's dumbass should never have become president. Never. We used to have this dude in the Navy, we called him Can't Get Right. I'm sorry, man. I got to take your title and give it to Bidenus Pervertus because he can't get right. He can't do shit right. He can't talk right. He can't walk right. He can't raise kids right. How's he supposed to take care of us, our nation, and his kids are all fucked up? And I'm not talking about they made some mistakes back when they were young. That fool's buying crack right now. Still, you got him doing overseas deals and shit, cutting you in, telling us you never met his people. We got pictures of you with his people. Didn't it just leak a voicemail telling Hunter, I think you're in the clear? For what? You guys talking about acne? What do you mean he's in the clear? From what? Big guy? If his last name was Trump, and let them find that shit after Trump was president, they would chase him out of the White House with pitchforks and torches. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how insufferable the left would be if this fool's last name was Trump and we found this on one of his kids' laptops? Could you imagine the gloating, the bloviating? If that, we couldn't watch him. I told you so. I told you so. I told you. I told you. Imagine if they found pictures of Eric Trump at a Klan rally. He's sitting there all frat boy with some Klan members or some other white supremacists, some skinheads, some Proud Boys, even though they're not a racist organization. They're founded by a dude who's married to an Indian woman. Anyway, remember when truth used to mean something. That fool, Sam Lee, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Could you imagine if they had found pictures of him shaking hands, partying, doing some lines, banging some chicks with a swastika on her back, a little swastika tramp stamp? They would still be talking about it. Trump has been out of office for almost 2 years. They would still be talking about it. Remember when we exposed Trump and they'd be in this little writhing orgy ball of the left, the media, Hollywood, politicians all in there, rubbing, licking, sucking, and fucking each other, all with the lubricant of "we caught Trump." Could you imagine? They would never shut up. Told you. Oh my, it would be disgusting. But because he's on the right side, according to them, because he's on their side, nothing. We got to pry little bits and pieces out of it like we're disimpacting somebody. That shit, the hypocrisy is thick. You could cut it with a damn knife. If there was an aura by his father's name, oh my. I don't know. Is it statute of limitations or something? Is it not legal for you to retroactively, I guess it isn't, to retroactively arrest somebody? Well, I guess you can't prove that. It looks like crack, but I guess you can't prove. There's no smell-o-vision. But I mean, damn. How many more videos are there? And why did this fool record it? That's the question. Why did you record it, you idiot? Don't you got a memory? Maybe take like some old, like some actual physical pictures. Put them in a shoebox somewhere. But you got this shit saved digitally on a laptop? Oh, what a fucking dummy. But could you, oh my goodness, Ricky Maddow, all those sick leftist bastards would be on the mountaintops just self-congratulating and patting, oh, you did great. We exposed him. You got it right here. You got the boogeyman that you want. You got a crooked politician doing backdoor deals with other countries, involving his family, supplying his kids with drug money, doing deals with our enemy, with communist China, and they say nothing. Quiet as a dead church mouse. Disgusting. Disgusting. If only had an R instead of a D in front of his name, we know everything. I tell you what, nothing like ice cold water. And don't try to break up ice in a bag with your cup. It don't work. I went ahead and learned that lesson for you. JerichoGreen.net, people. $3.99 a month. Exclusive videos. I'm dropping 2 today. Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cash.app, $Jericho Green 1. Super chats, first come, first serve. You donate, I read. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Also, mygreengear.com. Yes, my web store is open. Get it. New designs, brand new designs, never before seen. New ones on the way as well. What's next? Macy Gray, you son of a bitch. So as we know, 3 days ago, Macy Gray was on Good Morning Something with Piers Morgan, and they got to talking about the controversial topic of what is a woman. And that's so sad that that is a real thing. That's a real conversation that people are having. What is a woman? I thought we knew that. I knew what a woman was long ago when I was but a young boy. When I was looking at Playboys with my buddies, 10, 11, 12 years old. I didn't know what those feelings were, and I didn't know what I was looking at, but I knew I liked it. So I knew what a woman was long time ago. But grown adults are having that conversation right now. How Macy Gray got on that show, I don't know. But she was there. And she said, I don't give a damn what you call yourself, what you think you are. If you want me to call you her, I will. But I'm not going to believe that you're a real woman. You're not a real woman. She said real women have boobs and a vagina, end quote. That's what she said. 3 days later, she is bowing. She bent and broke under the pressure. Now, they're never going to leave you alone. Now they're going to make you a spokesperson. Now you're going to be in some black and white PSA with a bunch of washed up perverts talking about some bullshit hot button topic that they want to use to further divide us and steal power. She's going to be in a one of those, remember, what was that black? Who tells these people that this is a good idea? Remember the, what was it? It was in black and white. Oh, it was, I take responsibility. 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 Remember, they were talking about racism. They had enough. They were going to take responsibility and not let it go unchecked again. So now, Macy Gray, you're in their boat. Now you're the left's little bitch. Now they're going to put your collar around your neck and put that leash tight. Come here, Macy. You belong to us now. You don't speak your own thoughts anymore. Here, I want you to take this little pill. It's called Hive Mind. There you go. Swallow. Take this pill. It's called Monolith. There you go. Bye, Macy. Say goodbye to your own personal thoughts and feelings. You will now be reading from our script. You will now be singing from our hymnal. You like to sing, Macy? Sing this. Now we got you. Now we own you. Oh, can you say that about a black person now? That's not what I meant. No, my best friend's black. Now they got you. And don't be surprised if they let China stick their hand up your ass and manipulate your mouth from time to time. You guys notice that? You notice how pretty much all movies are produced by some Chinese company now? It used to be, I remember a few here and there back in the day, but now it's all of them. Now every movie, half the crew, half the cast is Chinese. Part of it's filmed in China. I saw that movie not too long ago, The Meg. That was a Chinese version of Jaws. Same thing, just make it all Chinese people. Notice that? So don't be surprised, Macy, if you're speaking for the Chinese government from time to time too. Don't these fuckers know anything? Don't apologize. Joe Rogan did too. He's a bitch now too. You apologize for what? I said the word nigger like 20 years ago. I'm sorry. I was so stupid. I didn't see how stupid I was back then. Now I know, and I'm so sorry. Don't apologize. If you give them an inch, they will fuck you from now on. Lube or not. They don't have to go and spit on it first. They don't got to grab the KY. They might just get in there dry sometimes. Oh, well, what are you going to do? You already bowed to him. You can never stand again. You are permanently bowing to the left. Why? For telling the truth? That wasn't a matter of opinion. You weren't talking about a movie review. You were talking about what a woman is. And a woman is someone who has tits and a clan. If you don't know, ask former Governor Andrew Cuomo. He can point you to the titties and the ass and the vagina. You don't know what a vagina is? Go ask that failed senator from Rhode Island, because she stood on her head and showed one to you. You want to know what a vagina is? I guess you can go ask a dude. You want to know what a dick is? Go ask a woman. Huh? What? What? Wait a minute. You know, like what a brain freeze feels like? Like it makes your head hurt? What? That's basically what you just did, Macy. What a buster. What a mark-ass buster you are for apologizing. Then the woman, I don't remember who was interviewing her, but she goes, so have you had a change of heart? Yeah, I've had a change of heart. Being a woman is a vibe. A vibe. They act like you can put some soft music on, turn the lights down, and that's being a woman. Oh, yeah, it's a vibe. Being a woman is a vibe. Once you close those blinds, light an incense. Ooh, that's a vibe. What? So it's not periods and being a woman and growing up, adolescence, your body changing. It's not having kids. It's not making a house a home. It's not nurturing and loving your kids only the way a mother can do. Your mother has magic powers. Your mother could make you a sandwich, make herself the same exact sandwich, and hers tastes better. I don't know why. Your mother can hold you and kiss you and make you feel better, make it stop hurting. Women push babies through an opening this big. Thank you, because I don't want to do that. Could you imagine, fellas? Don't do that. Ugh, don't imagine that. But that's not being a woman, ladies. It's not putting up with the things that women put up with, the emotions and the thoughts and the feelings of being a woman. No, ladies. It's a vibe. Oh, yeah. Turn that music down. Yeah, dim the lights. Turn them down low. It's a vibe. A vibe? A vibe? Are you kidding me? So now, ladies, you've been reduced to a vibe. You've been reduced to a feeling that anybody can have. Anybody can have this feeling. You're not special. No. Turn that shit off. I am woman, hear me. Nope, turn it off. We can all be women because it's just a vibe. Ooh. Right? That can't feel good, ladies. All the shit you've been through. Huh? Nope. Just a vibe. Just a feeling. That's it. That's right, Nessa Palmer. A vibe. We can all feel vibes. You feel the vibes in the room, man? Ooh, that's a cool vibe. A vibe. Man, oh man. Game intruder, you are. That's what they say you are. That's what they're saying. You're just a vibe. Oh no, Brian King B. Falcone. Ooh, we're gonna keep going with the vibe. Yeah. Yes, Eric Schultz. Transgender women are the true patriarchy. It's a vibe, man. Sorry, ladies. You thought You thought more of yourselves? Mm-mm. Just a vibe, man. Cool. Let's listen to the cool vibes. Sickening. What's next, guys? What's next? Why don't we... Pen is cheap as hell. Why don't we wrap it on up? Oh, man, I like this pen, too. Damn it. Where's the other one? Time for the paper, mate. Anyway, guys. Why don't we wrap it on up with talking about probably, like, as far as cleanliness goes, I know Chicago is the rattiest city in the country. I think 7 or 8 years running. Yeah, Shinobi, Kamala has many vibes. It depends on who she's in front of her. She's a chameleon of vibes. Laverne, 22 hours in labor? Oh, no. You did it all wrong. You should have looked at the doctor and said, ooh, turn those lights down, man. Put on some soft music. Maybe light an incense, because what's going on over here, it's just a vibe. And if it's a vibe, then anybody should have been able to take that 22 hours for you. Why didn't you just pass your vibe around the delivery room? Here, you get a couple hours of vibing. You can vibe for 3 or 4 hours, since we can all share. Why don't you guys share some of these contractions? That's another thing. Contractions alone. Only women feel those. Nobody else. Only women. Not anymore. Sorry, girls. So actually, no, I'm not sorry. That's a plus. So next time you get pregnant, or the first time you get pregnant, or the next time you have your period and you're all blah for no reason, as far as we can tell, pass that shit on. Here, you take a couple days of this. Huh? Put that pad in there. Put that tampon up there. Take some of these cramps. Take some of these contractions. Take some of this water retention and this waddling when I'm 8 months along. Huh? Share it, ladies, since it's just a vibe. Absolutely fucking stupid. This is mainstream opinion, guys. Mainstream opinion. Tolly Jackson, thank you, says, no faith in these entertainers. They say one thing, then do another. No spine. They're not going to bite the hand that feeds them. That's right. That hand does more than feed them. Strokes them. Loves it. Oh, you're right. No, men have vaginas. You're right. You damn right. They're not going to cut off that money. Don't give a damn what they do to your kids or our society. They want that money to keep flowing. And the politicians, too. There's footage from 2009. Pelosi, Biden, Schumer, Obama, all saying we need to close the borders, all saying that abortion should not be on every fucking corner. But it all depends on who's holding on to the purse strings. Now it's China. China wants our society to fail, so that's what they're doing. They're destroying our society. Who stands to gain the most from our destruction? Our enemy. So they get some enemies inside of our walls to destroy us. They were saying this in 2009, not 1989, not 1979, 2009. And people want to act like the fucking internet is broken and they can't go back and look at that shit. It all depends on who's holding the purse strings. Right now it's China, so that's what they're doing. China wants us to fall. That's what they're going to try and do. Laura German Husbando, thank you very much. Pisses me off how these woke consider birth, pain, and monthly bleeding a vibe. You try handling it. No, thank you. You ladies, keep that on your side of the fence. I'm good. We got kicked in the nuts feeling over here. You don't want none of that. Ladies, I've never had a menstrual cramp, and I never will. But you guys don't know what it's like to get kicked in your balls. I will put kicked in your balls up against menstrual cramps. I don't know if it's as bad as contractions, because those motherfuckers look painful. But getting kicked in your nuts? Whoo-wee. Because it doesn't hit you at first, right, fellas? It's like, boom, you get them, and it don't gotta be no crazy ass kung fu kick. It can be a little like this. I remember one time I picked my son up. He was like 3 and he was kicking his feet. Boom! It can get tapped. You can flick it. It don't take much, but the pain doesn't hit you right away. The first few times it happens, you're like, oh, it's not gonna hurt. Ugh. But then you know, after a while, you know. 10 seconds later, here comes the pain. Here comes the sick feeling. Here comes a daddy, are you okay? Then your wife says, leave him alone. No, leave him alone. That's happened before. No, just leave daddy alone. He'll be fine. Just leave him alone. Come in here. Like I said, ladies, I don't know nothing about no cramps. But get kicked in your nuts. Ho. Tell them, fellas. Ooh, that's right. Brian Keeby Falcon. You can look at me wrong, and them shits hurt. Hey, hoit. Oh, man. Whew. Fellas, no. That's right. None of the miser nut graze. Just graze them. Oh, dog. Whew. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about it no more. Lord German Husbando, thank you again. LOL, Jericho. That was aimed at the woke males. They don't have nuts. You kick them right. Ken doll crotch. A horse can kick them between their legs. They'll be like, hey, what was that? Hashtag or whatever. They won't even feel it. They have no balls. They would feel it like a woman feels it. You know what I mean? Like if you kick a woman between her legs, yes, that will hurt. But it's not like getting kicked in your balls. Philip Francia. Ooh, try passing a stone. Nah, dog. No, thank you. Whew. No, thank you. Passing a stone? I think I'd rather get kicked in the balls than pass a stone, for sure. Because the pain's going to be intense, but it's going to be short-lived. Tim Starr, thank you. George Soros is the lead slime ball. For sure. He's the puppet master. He's the one moving, making all these marionettes move and dance and do all the shit that they do. For sure. Soros. Game Intruder says woke males are pussies. Yes, they are. Soft handshake. That's why I call them soft handshakes. You don't got to be no fucking, trying to prove a point handshake, but a man's handshake should be firm and there should be eye contact involved. They don't. They got like the hand. You ever get a dude to give you a limp handshake and you pop his knuckles? That's the kind of handshakes they have, where a real man will shake their hand and crack their damn knuckles. Alien testosterone. Thank you very much. You salty sea mad lad JG. That's right. Arr. You're damn right. Okay, guys. Like I was saying, San Fran shithole, shitty city by the bay. You ever seen little girls playing hopscotch? Oh, yeah. I think we probably all played hopscotch at one point. Well, in San Francisco, it's hopscotch, but with homeless shit on the sidewalk. So you got to hop, boom, 2 foot, 1 foot. You got to hopscotch, or you're going to step in some shit, because San Francisco is a third world shiza hole. It is fucked up. It's gross. It's Mad Maxian. It's dystopian. I've been there. But now we have new footage out of the shithole war zone known as San Francisco. And London Bree told us that when she became mayor, she said in 2 or 3 months, you're going to see a noticeable change. She wasn't lying. Love is war. SF stinks. It does. You can probably smell it across the bay. Even the fish are like, damn, San Francisco stinks. Them seals that sit there and bark and shit all over each other once a year when they come to mate, even they're saying, damn, San Francisco, you stink. And anybody who's ever been to a pier when the seals are there, you know exactly what I mean. You know what I saw one time? One of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. This is probably top 10 most disgusting. I was at the pier one time in Monterey, California, and the seals were there all day, all night. The most annoying shit in the world. The only people that like them are people who don't live near them. 2 of them jump in the water, one swimming inches behind the other one. The one in front lets out a reddish brown shit cloud with chunks in it. The one behind ate his way through it like Pac-Man. That shit was gross. But anyway, that's San Francisco in a nutshell. So there's footage, and I will show you this. I'll be able to find where this guy is getting off of a bus, or he has gotten off of the bus before these kids. And these kids, these elementary school age kids, maybe some of them are junior high, but most of them look elementary school age. They're getting off the bus in San Francisco, and I believe it's, I'll read an article about it. But check this out. Let me turn it up. My little partners out here, get on safe, all right? Kids getting off the bus. We'll talk about what they're doing with their hands. Get home safe. There you go. Right off the bus. Right off the bus. Come on, man. Look at that. Feet from the bus. These little kids gotta walk through this shit. Now watch these little Thundercats throwing up gang signs. There we go. Gang sign, gun. Guns. So basically, you go to my Instagram page at JG Talk, where you can see these children getting off of a bus downtown San Francisco. Like I said, I wouldn't let my dog get off of a bus in downtown San Francisco, but whatever, for whatever reason, these kids have to. And let's see. Last week, San Francisco implemented a 6-month, $3 million program that will see community workers, rather than police, respond to low-level emergency calls about the homeless. So when the homeless dude flips out and stabs or beats one of these social workers to death, who are you going to call right after? Now, have the police arrest them and take them to these medical health professionals, but doing that on the street? Wow. So somebody wrote, these children were getting off the 14 transit line in San Francisco at 8th and Mission. This is no back alley. This is a main artery in our city that has been hijacked by drug dealers and is now pure filth. That is true. That's not the outskirts or the back streets of San Francisco. That is downtown. Downtown San Francisco. And these little kids got to get off the bus in these conditions. Now, or before I start with that, Valerie Rogers, thank you very much. Says, try pushing a watermelon out of here. That's what I'm saying. Ladies, you're special, but you used to be special, I should say. Now, you're just a vibe. Ooh. So, these aren't Opie Taylor getting off the bus. These aren't some wide-eyed, oh, the world. No, you can see these little fuckers are throwing up gang signs. They're doing gun, gestures at the camera. These are little thugs, probably live in the Tenderloin or something. So I'm not saying these kids have a shock to their system when they see this. Unfortunately, these kids have seen this and worse. But something could happen to these kids. They're children. They're not strong enough. You get some psycho homeless dude or any dude. The kid can't fight back. It's an easy meal. I didn't see any police there. So what would happen if one of these fools grabbed those kids? What if a bunch of people who we've seen too many videos of, people just standing around watching fucked up shit happen? Maybe they wouldn't to a kid. Maybe we have something left of our society to where we wouldn't stand by and watch that happen to a child. But it could. Somebody might want to get it on film instead of doing something about it. Or what if somebody can't get there fast enough? The trauma that's done to this kid, the innocence that is stolen from this kid. These kids could be hurt. We have to do our best to fill a kid's childhood with happiness, because it goes by like that. You're going to be an adult much longer than you're a child. That's what we have to try and do, is make their young lives happy, easy. Not stepping off the bus in World War Z. Not stepping off the bus into the fucking, what's that in LA? Why can't I think of the damn name? Skid Row. They're not supposed to step off the bus in Bangladesh. This is America. Our streets should reflect it. Look at that shit. What do you think all those adults were doing in those groups? Knitting? You think they were crocheting a pot holder for their grandma? You think they were putting their brains together to figure out how to cure the ills of society? The one guy leaning up against the wall, he's probably like, how do we achieve world peace? Do you think that's what those people were doing out there? Nope. They were high as fuck or getting high or figuring out how to get high, who they can steal from, who they could rob, who they could hurt. These aren't a bunch of hobos with a damn bindle on a stick hopping in an empty train car onto life's next adventure. These are mentally unstable dope fiends who are capable of anything. You ever seen a dope fiend do something for their drugs? They give up their body for drugs. They hurt people for drugs. They give up their children's bodies for drugs. So if they do that to themselves or their loved ones, what are they going to do to some strange kid on the street? Or some woman on the street? Where's London Breed? I ain't heard shit from her. That shit was like on Friday or Saturday. Where's she at? Why wasn't she down there having that place cleaned up? I'll tell you the last time I saw her walking through the streets was when she got elected. And a dude was loading up a heroin needle 2 feet away from her. San Francisco is a fucking festering wound on America. It is gangrenous. It's filthy and disgusting. The streets are filthy. Mentally insane drug addicts walking around everywhere. And let's not forget about them little Thundercats throwing up gang signs. What kind of children are you putting out in the world? People are like, oh, why don't you talk about white folks? I'm worried about them little black kids that look just like me, who are throwing up gang signs doing gun gestures in the fucking camera. Why is that okay? Why are those kids saturated in gang culture? Why are they marinated in violence and despair? Don't worry about what I'm talking about. Don't worry about their color. Worry about the problem. That shit is sick. Them little kids weren't worried about that. They weren't sensitive to that. They've been desensitized. The emotional human part of their brain is almost completely shut down. The kids weren't tripping. The adults were. That man filming was tripping. The kids were like, this is just another day in the California dystopia. This is just another form of California love. That's the problem, that those kids are desensitized to that shit. If I was that kid at that age getting off the bus seeing that, I'd be scared as hell. Because my parents didn't raise me in those environments. I didn't get that experience. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I don't want that. But just the vile, disgusting nature of that city. And those kids got to deal with that shit every day. Those citizens, you know how much people pay to live in San Francisco? You know how median rent in San Francisco is $6,000 a month. We knew somebody who lived in the city. She was paying $2,000 a month for parking. Parking. You been down to Pier 39, Union Square? That's where the tourism and the money's supposed to be. Not anymore. You want to sit down in some iconic San Francisco landmark? You can't, because there's probably a 23-year-old homeless person sleeping there with hardly any clothes on, dirty and filthy and talking to themselves. Good job, San Francisco, you piece of shit. You festering, maggot-infested piece of shit. God, it's so disgusting. But you don't hear him talking about legislation for that. You don't hear him cracking down on homelessness across the nation. They're not talking about that. They're talking about AR-15s. You live in a place like that, you need an AR-15. You think those kids are going to continue to get off that bus there and nothing's going to happen to them? Nothing's going to be said to them? Gross. I think I'm going to go in here and hug my kids a little bit tighter. Woo. That's what we got today, guys. That's our country. 2022. Here we are. 5th largest economy in the world. $90 billion budget surplus. And kids are stepping off the bus in that. Good job, Gavin. Hey, when you come back from Montana, vacationing in your family, where you and your partner got married, you think you might do something about that wound called San Francisco? You think you might do something about that gash called San Fran shithole? Probably not. Probably go to the French Laundry. JerichoGreen.net, people. $3.99 a month. Exclusive videos. You'll only find them there. Venmo, Green for Green, Cash App, $ Jericho Green 1. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. MyGreenGear.com. Yes, I got a web store, people. Get on over there. I'll put a link to that in the description box, too. Another live in the books, people. We did it. You were great. I was great. We were great. Say it with me. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.